Warning: this video is for educational purposes only. The filmmaker and the instructor assume no responsibility for any actions taken after viewing this video. Learn the rules of gun safety and the rules and laws of self-defense. Initiating aggression is always illegal and immoral.
Hi, I'm Herc at the 2011 annual Free State Wyoming Jamboree, and I'm just going to give you a quick lesson on how to shoot a handgun a little faster and a little straighter. First thing that can help you out is your grip. Grip is important for accuracy if you want to shoot fast. So, clear. Just get the firing hand, as high as you possibly can on the gun, and get it right behind the gun so the bore's in a straight line with your forearm. With your other hand, you'll notice that the palm, the meatier part of your palm, is kind of an L shape. You'll also notice that the frame is an L shape. Put the L on the L, point your thumbs at the target, and get your thumb right up there. It'll not only help with target acquisition quickly, but it'll also help with a bit of recoil control. Next thing I want to talk about is the trigger press. Once you got the sights aligned, Glock in particular, but I learned it on a CZ75, so it'll work for a number of them. Something like a 1911 with a single action trigger, you'll have such a short reset that it's insignificant. This technique may or may not even help you. But something like a Glock with a bit longer trigger, it'll definitely help you speed up and shoot a bit more accurately. So, you'll notice the trigger all the way forward on the Glock, and that's with the trigger all the way back. Now, the slide cycles under recoil, and you let the trigger go forward slowly. Hear the click? That's the trigger reset. Your finger does not need to go any farther forward than that. You can start pulling back now. And it'll give you a much shorter trigger, and that'll not only make you a better shot, but a faster shot too. It's one of the very few techniques that will do that. So, just to recap, put the L on the L, point the thumbs in, press the trigger, hold it back. Don't go flying off the trigger. That's a mistake I see a lot of people do. Once they've shot, finger flies off, they want to see how they did. Don't do that. Reacquire your sight, bang, well, bang, slide cycles. Reset the trigger, click, bang again. Pretty simple.
Thank you.
You bet.
Excellent.
Alright, this is James with Ready Tactical LLC. We're going to demonstrate and exhibit some of the drills that we use during our shooting courses. So when you guys come out, you'll know what you're doing. The first one is the standard defensive response. And that is, you aim, you're going to put 2 rounds into the center mass of the target. Alright, now it's important to note that between these shots, you are lining up your sights again. So you'll fire once, realign, fire again. Okay, we'll watch Nate demonstrate. Alright, so there it is. He aims, fires again. That's a standard defensive response. Now, sometimes the standard defensive response doesn't take down the threat. So we add on what's called a failure drill. And that is when you put, again, 2 rounds, you aim, fire, and then you're going to put another round into the head of the target. Alright, let's watch him do it. Alright, so that's the failure drill. The next thing we want to talk about is sometimes we're a little closer to the target than we'd really want to be, and that's when we do what's called a hammer pair. That's when you pull up, you line your sights, and you're going to pull the trigger twice. You don't aim in between the shots like the standard defensive response and the failure drill. Alright, so let's see Nate perform a hammer pair. Alright, you see how that was much quicker. Alright, Nate, do you want to go ahead and do a tack reload, and then we'll go through a box drill?
Yep.
Okay, the next drill is called the box drill, and this is when you're engaging more than one target, engaging multiple targets. The idea behind it is that you want to effectively and quickly put rounds in each target, and then you come back and finish them off. So, in this example, we're having 2 targets. He's going to put 2 rounds in the first, 2 rounds in the second, and then 1 in the second in the brain, and then another brain in the first target. So you're forming essentially a box, hence the name box drill. Alright, let's watch him perform. All right, there it is. All right, now the next drill we're going to talk about is a single brain. As the name implies, you put a single well-aimed shot into the T portion of the target's face. All right, let's watch him perform. Single brain. All right, so those are the drills that we normally perform during our tactical courses. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave us a comment, and we'll see you at the next class.
Remember these 4 targets? We called them the fast 4. Well, my dad asked me, son, do you think maybe you could get 5 in under a second? And always being a good boy and doing like my dad told me, we added a 5th target. So let's give this a try and see if I can get all 5 of these with a single action in under 1 second. Shooter online. Shooter set. Hey. 88 hundredths of a second. That's what I did it in. Whew. That was a good one.
Ready? Stand by.
Welcome to LearnHowToShootGuns.com. Today we're going to discuss an advanced technique. This is not for the novice shooters. This is for the experienced guys who have some idea what they're doing and they want to get faster. Now when I say experienced guys, even if you believe you're an experienced shooter, I want you to do this dry a bunch of times until you're confident with it. Because what's going to happen is some of you are going to do this too fast and you're going to risk shooting yourself in the thigh. Today's technique is committed trigger. And the idea is when you're drawing, you're coming up very slowly. Right about now, I'm starting to look at the sights to make sure they're in line. When my hands meet, I'm starting to pull the trigger. By the time I get fully out, full presentation is when I want it to go off. So what it looks like in regular speed is I'm coming out and bang. With my draw motion, bang. That way I can deliver quick and accurate fire. So let's load up and try this a few times, see how it turns out. So again, I'm coming off my draw. Let's do it slow one more time. I'm slowly presenting the target. The idea is to get it to go off just as I get to the target, just as my sights align. One last time. Again, I'm coming out from here, pressing out, and bang before I get there. If you want to build speed, you need to commit that to muscle memory. You just practice starting your trigger squeeze right about here, and then timing it so that it finally goes off when you fully extend your arms. That's all for this video, and until again, enjoy shooting.